Okay, I'm going to take these headsets off. Okay, Mel, I'm going to answer your email. I debated whether or not to do the video thing or just go ahead and email you, but I felt it was easier for me to just go ahead and make a video up. That way I could share this with everybody. Okay, the question you asked me, are demons fallen angels? I'm going to take it step by step by step. Yeah, I believe they are. I believe that demons are fallen angels because of the simple fact, I'm going with the biblical sense of what the Bible says about the war in heaven and about God casting Satan out. One has to remember that there was more than just Satan himself fighting against St. Michael and all the other angels up there and against God. So there was a lot of fallen angels, that were cast out of heaven at that time. And actually the word demon is Greek, okay? It was only in the Christian belief that how we became with the word demon, alright? And let's look up and see what the word demon means first off. Okay, here's what it means, alright? In religion, folklore, and mythology, a demon, D-A-E-M-O-N, or D-A-I-M-O-N, from the Greek word, as I just said, is a supernatural being that is generally described as a malevolent spirit. Now, in Christian terms, demons are generally understood as fallen angels, formerly of God. A demon is frequently depicted as a force that may be conjured or insecurely controlled. So that's pretty much answering that part. I'm going by the biblical belief here, okay, and but that's only in Christian faith. Now, there are people out there, that believe that they aren't, but that is what I go by. All right, so it is actually a fallen angel. All right, or just high-ranked demons, fallen angels. No. In fact, there was more than just Satan up there fighting in heaven. And Satan had assigned the higher ranks, just like the military does today. You have to earn your way up into the ranks. And with Satan, the meaner and crueler you are, the more he likes you, okay? Because Satan isn't fond of us people. And they even go up clear to a general. They go up to the general. It all depends on how much battle they've done or how much evil they've done in the world. Because if in fact that you get a hold of a high-ranking demon, there's usually a little private underneath, or a captain, or a lieutenant. There's always one higher. Say, for example, what's in this room or in this house. Okay. It could be a low-ranking one, but there's one higher edging one to, give this thing ideas on how to torture people. Okay. So this is, so this is basically what it amounts to, is they are fallen angels, and they're not just high-ranking ones. Okay. They're not even angel, they're a form of an angel, but they're not the type of angels we'd like to run into on an everyday level. They are not completely different entities. They're not. They're the same. They're just in different categories. Okay. Let's take, alright, for an example, you got your tempter, which is in one category, like I explained, to BNS, okay? Then you got your poltergeist, which is in another category. And I cannot tell you how many different categories there are, so this is how many demons that there is, okay? And so to me it makes sense, of the biblical sense. Now, if you take one who does not believe in the Bible, they'll dispute whether or not if they're a fallen angel. But someone had to make these angels, and of course we're creations of God, so they are creations of God. And so the word demon, plays a different role in the whole scenario. But there are, they're all the same. It's just they're higher ranking, some are stronger, some are weaker. I've come up against some that acted really badass and tough and, kind of like made me really be on my guard, and they were nothing to get rid of. Okay? But then you have one, when I did an exorcism on a girl, she come through and she says, well, I'm an apprentice to Satan, you know, and I says, well, everybody has an apprentice, everybody has a boss, you know, so don't tell me that crap, you know. So this is a lower ranking one. So, but the one that I dealt with the same girl that passed out, this thing had to be like a sergeant or a captain, because it was, the energy was so much stronger than what I've, you know, what I've dealt with. So, but this is my opinion, that demons are fallen angels, and they're not just high-ranking angels, and or demons and fallen angels, they are completely different entities. You're on the right track here. Do some research there, Mel, and let me know what you come up with on that, because I wanted to make this video to teach people. And but actually, if Eve wouldn't have sinned, okay, this would still be a Garden of Eden. We would not even be here. Everything would be hunky-dory, everything would be happy, and they'd be living in their garden forever and ever and ever and ever. But it took the fallen angel to tempt her. In fact, her name is Lithia now, and she is one of the wives to Satan. And there is some daughters, and Carrie came up and told me that these daughters are the witches. Okay, so it could be part of this flying humanoid thing. So you know, but which I felt was very interesting. There's only like a few female high rank demons, but always remember there's always one higher out there to edge the other one on. It's like being a bully or giving orders to your troops to do this and to do that. So they are definitely fallen angels. They are definitely fallen angels. And that's like God making, you know, St. Michael, you know, the fighter, the warrior, you know, just like the Native Americans, you know, they depicted which one had the warrior in them, so they assigned them to be warriors. So this is basically what the ranks are. The system is still the same, it's just that we're dealing with unseen entities here, and the supernatural. So that's the only difference in the ranks. Alright, well, Mel, I hope I answered the questions for you, so I'll talk to you later. This is Try 76. If you find anything out, you let me know.